Boys, if you clicked on this video, I know for a fact that you are serious about leveling up your life, whether that be financially, mentally, or physically, or everything. Who the fuck knows? Now, whether your goal is to leave your 9 to 5, make 10 to 20K a month online, or leave school, whatever it may be, I can guarantee you that these 3 lessons that I've learned over the last 2 years in business will undoubtedly help you mold you into the person that you desire to become. Now, the first trait that you want to have as an appointment setter or business owner is that you want to have undeniable hunger. Now, why do I say this? In business, I want you to understand that it is so fucking difficult to find someone that is truly hungry because most people are fucking lazy. They're lazy as fuck. They don't want to work. Now, I'll say this. Looking back at my couple years working on multiple offers and having the opportunity to work with so many people, I would always ask myself why I was one of the only people who ever got the privilege to actually stay there long term. Now, the answer is simple. I fucking never gave up. I want you guys to understand that it is actually fucking difficult to find somebody truly ambitious. If you're that person who will get everything done regardless of what it takes, you're going to reap massive rewards in any industry. I also remember seeing that some people on my own sales team would literally flop these miscellaneous things, but it's these miscellaneous things that make the most difference, like failing to submit end of day reports, or being 15 minutes late to a team meeting every morning, 6 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. EST. And over time, when we refused to act on these people, I remember clearly, some other team members started telling themselves, oh, okay. If this person doesn't have to put in this much effort and just flopping this and that, why the fuck do I have to keep that standard? And guess what happens? As the company standard gets lower, the fucking cash collected gets lower. So, long story short, I remember seeing people do that and they were fired immediately. You're given one chance, do it again, you're gone. Gone. So if you want to succeed as an appointment setter, closer, or business owner, literally anything at life, you need to want it the most. You need to be the one who has nothing to lose and is the most fucking hungry. God will only reward those who want it the most. And your work ethic is just going to show just that. The second trait in business that you want to have is that you cannot let your emotions get the best of you. You cannot let your emotions dictate your fucking inputs. I see this all the time. An appointment setter or a closer, they'd have, I don't know, maybe some guy would ignore them. They didn't get the close and they didn't get the show, and just all around nothing's going their way. And you can literally just tell they're not having it. And what happens that their inputs decrease. And that's what most setters do. Most setters will never make 5 figures a month. Most setters ever today will never touch that money, not because they're bad at setting, but because they let their emotions get the best of them. They can't control themselves. This shit happens on almost every single offer. The sales team experiences some fucking hiccup. Let's say 30% of sales go down in a single week, and everyone's shooting their fucking asses, wondering what the fuck is going on, right? And the entire sales team is just not happy. And what happens is that generally inputs will start decreasing. And when your inputs start decreasing, so does your fucking commissions. And that's the last thing that we want. We want your commissions to be maximized. So remember that regardless of how good or how bad the company is doing, you need to have iron will standards. Now, the third trait you need, as simple as it may sound, is accountability. Now, let's put it this way. Let's say there's a plane. There's a plane right here, and there's a building, which is this pen right here. The building and the plane, right? Now, let's say the plane fucking crashes into the plane. The plane crashes into the building, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Now, let's just put it this way. The pilot miraculously, for some fucking fluke, survived. He's the lone survivor, and he survives to appear in court to be able to be questioned. Now, there's two things the pilot can say following the aftermath of this disaster. One, he can say that, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. I was just taking a shit. I was in the toilet." That's number one. Or, number two, he can say that, it's the construction worker's fault. It's the construction worker's fault because they built a tower directly in the path of my fucking flight path. Now, if you're not retarded, I assume you already know the answer to this question. But regardless, let's analyze. Now, obviously, you're going to go with the version of the pilot that said, "Shit, it's my fault. I was in the toilet. My bad. I didn't see the building." Right? So if you want to succeed as an appointment setter or closer or literally anything in general, you need to have the mental model of thinking that you're at fault first and then looking abroad. Boy, so quick recap of all three traits. Now, the first trait is going to be that you need to have undeniable hunger. I said this and I'm going to say it time and time again. If you want it the most, you can have it. God will only reward those who want it the fucking most. Want it more than others. Now, number two is that you need to have undeniable standards. Regardless of how good or bad the company's going, never lower your KPIs, never lower your inputs, never lower your standards. And do whatever it takes regardless of what's going on. Somebody didn't close? Don't care. Somebody ignored you? Don't care. Keep going. And the third trait is becoming self-accountable. I cannot stress this enough. If you blame everyone else for literally fucking everything, well, guess what? You have no control whatsoever over your income because apparently everyone else is responsible. So blame yourself for everything. Have the mental model of thinking that you're at fault first and figuring out if you are and where you can improve first before you even look at anyone else. If you can do all three of these things, I guarantee if you're watching this right now, 2026 is going to be the year of your fucking life.